Hi, and welcome to Light Reading's Leaders in Sustainability series. I'm Sue Merrick, and today I'm speaking with Sorme McCullough, who is the Senior Manager, Environmental, Social, and Governance at Digital Realty. Sorme, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks, Sue. Nice to be here.
So, why is sustainability such an important topic for the data center industry?
Yeah, great question. Data centers, they're huge energy guzzlers. The data center industry contributes to over 1% of global electricity consumption. And that electricity consumption is paired with associated emissions that contribute to climate change. And that results in really the data center industry sitting at the crossroads of a sustainability challenge. So I think, we need to address that challenge, and that requires ambitious thinking. It requires strong actions from a variety of stakeholders, governments, businesses, consumers, and really harnessing the power of data can help us innovate and scale the technologies required to deliver a more sustainable environment.
So, what are some of the most effective kind of techniques or ways that data centers can be designed or managed to be more sustainable?
Yeah, a variety of ways. So I think one of the most traditional solutions here is through energy efficiency upgrades. Operational data centers can be optimized by routinely upgrading to new and efficient technologies and equipment. That's things like LED upgrades, HVAC upgrades, retro commissioning. And then alongside that, sourcing long-term renewable energy contracts. This can be done with on-site solar, yes, but I think more effectively for the data center industry is installations of off-site virtual power purchase agreements, or things like green tariffs or other utility retail contracts. And then for new construction, utilizing green building certifications such as LEED or BREEAM. These are certifications that ensure that we're building our data centers to sustainable standards. So building them to be more energy and water efficient than traditional baseline data centers, or recycling materials, for example, in the construction process. And then paired with that is conducting life cycle assessments, or LCAs, in the design stage. These are great ways to help understand a building's planned embodied carbon emissions, and they help to identify ways to reduce emissions in construction materials. So incorporating these into a company's construction strategy can help create a consistent approach to utilizing low embodied carbon materials across the development portfolio.
So, it sounds like it's this combination of trying to figure out existing data centers and how to make those more efficient. And then there's when you're building new ones, starting from the scratch and building sustainability and efficiency into it from the very beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how does Digital Realty kind of prioritize sustainability?
We've been very focused on sustainability for a long time. It's fundamental to our business strategy. In 2020, we set an aggressive carbon emission reduction target with the Science-Based Target Initiative. We became the first global data center organization of our size and scale to do so. So our target is to reduce our scope 1 and 2 emissions, those are direct and indirect emissions, by 68% per square foot, and our scope 3 emissions across our value chain by 24% by 2030. We have some sub goals with that too. So in Europe, we are a signatory to the EU Climate Neutral Data Center Pact. So we've committed to carbon neutrality across our European portfolio by 2030. And I will say our areas of focus within these goals is threefold. One is designing and constructing more sustainable data centers. So utilizing those green building or sustainable building certifications that I mentioned previously, so that we're constructing our data centers to minimize the impact on the environment. Two is finding new ways to power our data center, so renewable energy, for example, so supporting the development of new additional renewable energy supplies and exploring ways to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. And then third is driving continuous improvement in how we operate data centers, so energy efficiency. We're investing in new technologies to continuously improve our performance and reduce our overall environmental impact.
So are those kind of the three key initiatives that you're working on right now? Those three areas that you outlined?
In terms of our reduction in carbon emissions, those are kind of the groups that underpin our targets. So energy efficiency, green building, and renewable energy is where we find that we can make the most impact in reducing our carbon emissions.
And you're using those to then meet those targets that you outlined by 2030.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay, great. And so how does it feel to work for a company that, kind of prioritizes sustainability? It seems like you've been doing that for quite some time. How does that, I mean, not everybody has done that. So I guess I'm looking for how does that feel, or how does that work?
Yeah, so I just yesterday came up on my 5-year anniversary of Digital Realty, and really, I feel very lucky to work at a company that not only has buy-in from the top down, so we have support from our CEO, our board, but it's really integrated. Sustainability is integrated within all aspects of our business, and I think that's the key to success in driving sustainability across the company, is to ensure that it's not just a standalone effort, but it's a cross-functional one. I'll also say it's an exciting time in the sustainability world. There's a lot of research and development that's being done, and a lot of new technologies are emerging in the market. And I'm proud to be able to work at a company that continues to raise the bar in sustainability. We're doing things like implementing low and no carbon diesel at our data centers. We're finding ways to reuse waste heat, and we're engaging with our suppliers to find ways to reduce emissions across our value chain. We're also supporting a lot of renewable energy development. So we have over 1 gigawatt of new solar and wind power across our portfolio. We also have about almost 2 megawatts of on-site solar installations, and 100% of our North American co-location portfolio and European portfolio are 100% renewable. So we're really pushing the envelope in terms of renewable energy. That's, I think, where we find a lot of the impact there is being able to support the development of these renewable energy projects. So I really think that we have a huge opportunity to be at the forefront of driving sustainable innovation to decarbonize the data center industry, and it's exciting to be able to leverage that opportunity.
Great. Thank you. I think that's important, that like how you talked about throughout the whole organization, not just one department in charge, it has to be across the whole organization. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thanks, Sue. It's been a pleasure.